It has been 4 days since the last mission. You've been enjoying your new quarters and have returned to life working for your service groups in a slightly enhanced capacity. But considering you were red clearance citizens for maybe 6 hours, it's an enhanced. You haven't noticed any difference between the two. It's approaching night cycle of the 4th day. You have been given your sleepy pills, and you have had a rather pleasant day just doing whatever menial tasks, watching vid shows, joining up with your pre-approved groups, and possibly even non-approved groups. And you're just now about to prepare for the 10 PM warning bell. Boom, boom, boom. This is the computer. All citizens are required to have an immediate... All citizens are required to go to sleep immediately. Please take your sleeping pills now. The computer thanks you for another productive day in Alpha Complex. So, the pills begin to take their effect, and you drift off to a pleasant sleep.
Hooray.
You're all asleep? Have a thirsty point margin. Unless I hear snoring quickly, I'm going to assume the rest of you are traitors. There we go. Okay, so nice, peaceful, dreamless sleeps. Alert! 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 Yeah! Quick march! Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right! You are suddenly very violently awakened by very angry armed forces types. I assume you're marching.
Sure.
What?
An armed forces person has just violently shaken you awake and told you to get marching, pointing in a random direction.
Ah! Commies!
Commies? Where? They fire guns. This wakes the other person in your room who's suddenly gone, and runs out of the room. There he goes! Your roommate of 4 days has been shot. Right, quickly now, go, 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 go!
Oh.
Actions, please.
I'm going to fall out of bed and start crawling towards the door.
Okay, so
Do I have my orange with me?
presumably, if you want.
Okay.
So you've grabbed your orange.
Yeah.
Gordon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stand up and start marching with the person. Start marching with the guy.
Alright, double time, quick, 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 now, now, now! Death R is suddenly lifted up and thrown thrown towards the door, because crawling apparently is not quick enough for the armed forces.
Oh.
You march down unlit corridors in random directions. You have no idea where you're going, except that you're being herded by the armed forces to this location. And was that the mic turning off?
Presumably, I think it was...
It wasn't me.
It was Dylan.
I was moving my cable and I think I actually hit the mic.
Ah, that's alright. Alright, you're still here. Right. The three of you converge, and then the armed forces all file away. You are left with... You are now together, all wearing your bed shifts, and one of you carrying an orange. You have no other equipment with you.
Okay.
You're in front of a red door. It's unmarked, there's no numbers on it whatsoever, but the armed forces have taken up positions, their backs to you, guarding the corridors. There is a time above the... there's a digital clock above the door saying it is 22:15.
Wow.
We are
15 minutes sleep.
Yep, you did.
So we all at the same door then.
Yeah.
Yes. You were
Alright.
all herded in random directions. You are now in front of a door in an unknown sector.
So there are armed forces about.
Yes, they blocked off each of the corridors in case of commie attack.
Can I ask one about what's going on?
Just go in the door. We can't tell you. Hush, hush. That would be a message. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Sorry, I know that wasn't a particularly useful answer, but
So,
but you didn't take them with you in any case.
oh, so I don't have any of my equipment with
You
me?
said you took an orange, so therefore you're more equipped than the other two. You're wearing basically much your bed clothes, which amounts to an orange jumpsuit.
Yeah, that's a new question.
Yes. Grey.
What kind of orange do I have? Is it a blood orange?
I suppose it's slightly more blooded in your case, maybe.
Then I bite into the orange and drain it of its juice.
Fair enough. While this is going on, the time is now 22:16.
Okay. I am going to open the door and peek around it, going, hello?
Right. Inside this room, you see it's all dark. None of the lights are on in the complex, really. But from what illumination you can get from the from outside with the armed forces torches, you can see there are 3 stools in front of you, in front of a large table. There's also a reflection on the wall in front of you, suggesting this is a vid room.
I open my door and walk inside.
Well, it's the same door, but yes.
Alright, I'll walk inside as well, since there's nobody there.
Okay.
Yeah.
How
Okay,
did we
well-
all get to the same sector in 15 minutes?
You are marched very, very enthusiastically by the armed forces.
Oh.
Besides, our sectors might be right next to one another. We might be at the 3 corners
Yes, it
of the
does not
sector.
necessarily go AAA, AAB, AAC.
Well, it's just this.
That would make
was a
sense,
lot
but it's not
quicker than
necessarily
last time.
true.
You
Sorry?
could-
I'm gonna walk in, and what colour are the stools?
Grey.
he must have got a bigger sticky note.
No, I don't get them much bigger, but
Oh, okay.
but yeah. Yes, there are 3 stools in front of you, and apparently nothing else is in the room other than the table. You can see a few scraps of paper on the other side.
I looked under the stool.
You find a secret recording device.
Is it activated?
Yes.
Okay, well, I sit down in the stool.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down on the right side of the stool on the right side.
Okay.
I'm going to poke the pieces of paper that you said were there.
As you move towards the pieces of paper, the vid screen turns on, leaving you all in an eerie glow. You see there a person's hands. You can tell from his clothing that he's wearing white, but you can't see his face or any distinguishing features about him. Greetings, Troubleshooters.
Greetings.
You have been selected for a very, very important mission. Operation 5 Iron. You are to proceed immediately to PLC Outfitting, where you will be given your equipment for this mission. You will then proceed directly to the R&D office, pick up your experimental equipment, and then proceed immediately to Airlock 17B. There you will be given a crawler and a mobile clone bat. Your mission is to retrieve an object that has been lost to Alpha Complex. You are then to place that object at a location that will be revealed to you once you have found that object. Once the object has been placed there, your mission has been completed. You are then to return to the complex, and you are to inform nobody about this mission.
Wait, does that mean we're going outside?
Indeed,
At
citizen.
what?
You will be leaving the complex for this mission. The mission must be completed by 0600. If you are not back in your beds at 0600, you will all have your patterns erased. Meaning, regardless of the number of clones you have, you will be dead.
Uh-oh.
Any
So
questions?
this whole time I've been taking notes because I don't want to make the same mistake I did last time where I
Yeah,
couldn't
no
remember
worries. If
anything.
you want to ask any questions about that, that's fine.
Can I ask him why he picked us?
You are troubleshooters. You do not ask that sort of question. I remind you, he is wearing white. That
Yeah.
puts him on the same level as the computer to you three.
I'm gonna salute and say, "Hail the friend computer and high programmers."
So wait, I can see these his chest area, right?
That's sort of in shadows. All you can see is his hands.
Oh, so I
You
can't
can
see
make
his
out the
name tag.
silhouette of him, but you can't make out anything more than that. His hands, and they'll have his sleeves to know he's wearing white.
I leave for PLC.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand up, salute, and leave.
I still want to
Okay.
read the paper.
The papers in front of you are your mission mandatory bonus duty assignments. Assign them as you please. The vid screen shuts off.
Have I left the room yet?
No. That you were about to, but then you heard that.
I turn around to see what my teammates are waiting for.
Well, you see Def R hovering over the 6 pieces of paper.
Ah, interesting.
One of them has a team leader badge on it.
I walk over to examine the papers.
They have each of the 6 mandatory bonus duties on them. They seem also to be sort of PLC slips with barcode at the bottom, presumably to get the mandatory bonus equipment assigned with them. The only exception to this is the team leader badge, which is already on the team leader slip.
Well, I am going to grab Happiness Officer and...
I grab team leader.
I grab hygiene.
What else should
Senor,
I
you can
grab?
have a perversity point for immediately going for the team leader badge.
Well, I just know how it turned out last time, so.
No worries. You
Yeah,
are
I
aware,
think
though.
I think the only time the team
There's
leader
another
led
note
was when he
underneath
told me
the,
to crawl into a death trap, so.
There's another note as you pick up the team leader badge. As team leader, you have the authority to assign mandatory bonus duties.
Okay, then I take the hygiene duty and let everyone else just pick what they want.
Okay, I'm taking Happiness and
Alright.
Equipment then.
But I trust my teammates to pick the jobs best suited to their specialties, so. You better not screw this up.
Defo, what did you take, sorry? Defo, sorry, what did you take?
Happiness and... Equipment.
Well, I guess I'm take loyalty and comms officer then.
Okay. The time, the vid screen now shows a time on it. 22:22.
I'm leaving.
I imagine you would be. The armed forces people are gone.
So I head to PLC.
Which direction would that be in, sir?
Don't I remember from last time?
No,
You have
because
no
we're
idea
in...
which sector you're in.
Yeah, we're in a unique location.
Oh. I consult the papers to see if there's anything in them.
It just simply says team leader and hygiene officer, along with the instructions on the team leader information. You can assign mandatory bonus duties.
I'm gonna stand there tapping my foot and go, well...
I consult my let's see. my PDC to see which sector I'm in.
Your PDC is in power saving mode.
I turn it
Do you
on.
wish to turn it on?
Yes.
Okay, your PDC is now turned on.
B3.
I check which sector I'm in.
GPS is non-functional at this time. The satellites have been turned off due to the night cycle.
Is there an information terminal nearby?
There's a small vid screen. It's off.
Well, I'm gonna.
Do I
Got it.
see any signs?
Surprisingly, no. And besides, it's quite dark.
Where,
With the armed forces there, you are essentially in the dark now.
which directions can we go in?
Well, since you're completely in the dark, 360 degrees and 360 degrees. Assuming you have the ability to go up, in which case, submit yourself for treason.
We can jump.
I suppose you could try jumping, yeah. The going into the floor is a bit of a difficult one.
I don't know, I think we should go back and get our normal equipment since we kind of got shuffled off without anything apart from an orange.
Sorry, I have a message. Okay. Def R,
Mm-hmm.
you feel somewhat queasy.
Okay.
Does the PDC emit light?
It does a small amount of light.
Oh, I put my PDC back in power saving mode.
Okay. You are now
Can I-
completely in the dark again. It is now 22:25.
Let me see what I've...
We do have everything
Yeah,
else, and now we're
where-
stuck by darkness.
Sorry?
Can I make my way back to my room at all?
You could if you had any idea which way it was. Okay. I'll get to that in a moment. You hear the sound of something moving down the hallway. A slow whirring. You then see faint blue light flashing. Seems to be getting slightly more bright and heading down towards you almost.
I duck back into the room with my teammates.
You grab them, do you?
Oh
You
no,
see
where
them?
are they? They haven't seen my
thanks. You're
teammates.
going to go in there with them.
Well, you can't see
Oh, I'm
us
okay,
because
mate.
it's
Nice,
dark.
nice try, Real Shard, but unfortunately you would have had to have mentioned that beforehand. Nice try, though. Sorry, continue.
I follow the faint light of one of my teammates' PDCs.
They're all in sleep mode.
Yep, there's no light. But in any case,
Can't we just walk backwards?
DFR collapses into you.
Into who?
Yep, into Compuso. And I'll keep saying, oh, I apologise. It is O. Both of you fall to the floor.
Can I run back? Yeah. Can I
You
turn?
can Yeah, go on.
Can I turn around to go back to the door and grab the team leader and take him through with me?
Okay.
But you don't know where the team leader is, it's dark.
You drag a random body in with you. So, rule of fairness. Okay. Computer, you are dragged somewhere.
I look for something to hide behind.
There's a stool and a table.
Oh, I look under the table.
You find another recording device. This one looks at you.
I assume I'm still in the corridor on the floor.
Yes, you're still on the corridor on the floor. I assume you want to move from there.
Is the recording device that's looking at me, does it display like a big eye or what? Or is it just a camera?
It's just a camera mounted to the table underneath it.
Is the clock still visible? Is it like a lit digital interface or?
The clock is
Does it
still
have
digital. Yep.
Does it have any panels or buttons on it?
The clock or the camera?
The camera.
None that you can see. It's just attached to the bottom of the table. It now moves on, looking around the room as it's making its circling pattern. In the meantime, yes, the clock is still showing. It's now showing 22:27.
Ah, bugger. I'm going to stand up and try and move away from the approaching light.
Yep, no worries.
Opposite direction, wherever that may be.
So you're just going to now separate and go on your own adventure through the...
Yep, because I can't see the door, other than I know that the clock's there.
Okay. So you've now run off in a random direction away from the light.
Yep.
You walk into a wall.
Ow.
You then fall over and fall unconscious.
I'm very good at that.
You're very good at that, but you are feeling nauseous and have just run into a wall. So, Gordon and Computo. You see the lights spinning. You see the lights spinning as they go by the door. You can see that it's a security combot. A combot is basically a rather smaller version of a warbot with about as many weapons.
I'm still hiding under the table.
Gordon?
Can I go behind the wall? Like,
If you're a mutant power that allows you to go behind a wall, sure.
yeah, I mean, like,
Assume you mean behind the door.
yeah, like, I mean, because, you know, the door opens up and then you walk in. I
Yep,
mean, like,
no worries.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I've just got to send a quick private message. Unfortunately, it does have to climb over you to do this.
Not that I would notice.
So now you have a load of tread marks over your body. This wakes you up in the middle of it. So, back to you two. The lights have now gone off. Apparently they're doing nothing.
They've all passed out because it's dark.
I was hoping he would react first. Okay. Can I just dish out my PDC and use it as a sort of light by turning it on?
Sure. Your PTC's on.
Can I shine it out the door to see if anyone's there?
It would appear that nobody's there. Well, oh, sorry. The robot's just gone past your door and has moved on.
Did the robot spot me?
No, it didn't spot either of you two.
I go whichever direction the robot came from.
Okay. Gordon, are you following? Does it seem he just walked out?
Yeah. He's team leader, so I follow him.
Okay, no worries. Okay, well, to save some time, well, game time anyway, you end up wandering around the corridors for a bit, and then end up exactly where you started from, completely lost.
So back at the clock.
You're back at the clock room. It is now 22:45. It's then that another two security bots come along, one from each direction. Citizens, you are supposed to be in PLC. We will escort you to PLC.
Thank you.
It trains a load of weapons on you. You will march.
I begin marching.
Yeah.
You will march faster.
I march faster.
You will run, citizen.
I
Run.
begin running.
Run. Okay. You then arrive at a door with PLC written on it. You also see a rather battered and bruised Defo. I'm going to write that to the sticky label as well now. Got orange clearance.
I asked him if he managed to pick up any equipment.
Well, no, not as yet. He's been waiting for you lot. The clock outside PLC says 22:50, by the way.
Oh.
Yep.
So we're at PLC.
You're at the PLC door.
I guess it's better late than never, so I'm gonna walk through.
What color is it?
Yeah.
Orange.
Oh, well.
I go through.
Yep. Go through the door.
I shall follow.
Fair enough.
I was planning to do something evil there, but I thought, nah, not yet.
Okay, but nice to know you're thinking of these things. You find a dog. Not that you know what a dog is.
Yeah, someone just came in the house.
Yeah, no worries. Right. You arrive in an orange clearance PLC outfitting room. There is a desk and a sort of warehouse area behind. You see a very, very sleepy grey clearance citizen.
We're gonna have to have special sticky notes made for you.
I
Do
really
I
am.
see any bots?
There are no robots in this area. There's just one very sleepy grey clearance citizen.
Can I see our equipment?
One missionaire. He looks over it. He flips over a note on it, one of his notes on his notepad. I'm sorry, who are you?
Compute O from Sector SUX.
He just looks at you.
I'm gonna push past Computo and wave my two MBD forms at him.
Okay, he looks at you now.
I'm gonna point at the barcodes.
And
I also pointed the barcodes.
it's a barcode. And
We need our equipment.
oh, right, okay.
I do an elaborate mime of a commie behind Computo.
Do you have any skill in elaborate mime?
Well, I don't know what skill that would come under.
No, that's why I asked.
I'm
But
pretty
okay, you
sure.
do an elaborate mime of a commie. I'd love to see you actually attempt that at some stage, but go on.
Or you just mime armed forces.
Well, I only confuse the words technically.
I tell him that there's what kind of bots were those earlier? Combots.
Combots, yes.
I tell him there's two combots waiting outside for us to receive our equipment, and if we don't get our equipment quickly, I'll be calling them in here. So
Oh, I see. And? Why are you here?
to receive our equipment.
Oh, right. Okay, I get that. You're here to receive your equipment. All right.
Do I see any pills around here?
No? But what's you searching for equipment here got to do with me?
Well, we're looking for the person who's supposed to give us the equipment.
When the PLC...
That might be me, but why does it have to be me?
You're the one sitting
Since
there.
I've got your equipment.
Are you trying to shirk your duty from friend computer?
I'm sorry, who are you to suggest I'm shirking duty? It's 2300 hours. Well, alright, my duty should have ended. Shouldn't you all be in bed? It's the middle of a night cycle.
We've been awoken for a very important mission.
Yeah, so have
So
I.
important.
My job is to sit here and flip through these notepad.
I look at the notepad. What's on it?
A few scribbled drawings. Mostly a friend computer. And Tila O'Malley. And a wrench.
I'm going to point at a picture of friend computer and go, see him here? He says you give us equipment now.
Oh, fine. Right. What equipment do you need? What's your mission number?
I'm going to point at the barcode again and go, scan it. It'll tell you everything you need to know.
No, I can't scan it unless I know what mission you're doing. Who assigned
That's
this?
classified.
Yeah, classified to you, not to me. Anything you're entitled to know at orange clearance, I'm entitled to know at green. Now tell me. Otherwise I'll have you done for withholding information from a superior citizen.
We're supposed to find something, take it, and put it somewhere else.
Not the mission. I want to know the mission name, mission number, mission reference number. Come on, help me out here. For God's sake, I try to do a bit of work and this is what happens. I get morons.
Excuse me, citizen, but I don't think you understand. You might have higher clearance than us, but our orders come from clearance far above yours.
So do my orders. Everyone's orders come from people far above us. That's the way this place works. I'll just remind you of one fact, though. Pissing off the person who's giving you the guns is not a good idea. You think you'd learn that at red clearance.
What guns are you giving us?
Whatever guns you're entitled to have for your mission.
Ah, so you do know what our equipment is.
No.
Well,
You
then
could
how-
have any of the mission. I have no idea what your mission entails and no idea what equipment has been assigned to you until you tell me the mission name.
Ah, but you know that we receive guns. We might not. It might be not part of our equipment.
Your troubleshooters.
So?
You receive guns.
What mission numbers do you currently have? Equipment
I'm
for?
not clear. You're not clear to know. By the way, the clock above you now says 23:10. You've wasted 10 minutes talking to this guy now. He goes back to flipping through his notepad since you seem to be unresponsive to anything else.
I'm just
Do
sitting
you have
here
anything
trying
for
to...
mission number 314159265?
He brings out a sheet behind him and says, no, and puts it back. I now have to report you for falsely trying to claim equipment that isn't yours. You are hereby fined 100 credits. Yeah, prints you out a slip. Fairly quickly, actually. Did somebody not take a note of the mission name?
Oh, it was
I never heard the mission.
yes, it was 5 Iron.
Oh,
Rather.
Yeah.
I such my mind to remember that.
5 Iron, that rings a bell. He looks slightly confused at his notes and he goes, okay, I have your equipment here. Right, you're each entitled to 1 laser body, 1 new suit of reflex, a detector, and then you have 1,000 credits assigned to purchase additional equipment from the booth over there. He doesn't move from his spot, he just tells you this.
Finally.
so
I'm gonna storm over to the booth.
I spend 190 of the credits to bring myself out of debt, and then pocket 100 of it.
I'm sorry, you haven't been given the credits yet. He hasn't moved.
Oh,
But nice to know you're trying that already. It's your financial, actually, I've got to check with you. But your financial systems check has failed, so therefore you have received a notice that your actions have been taken up and will be reported to internal security in the morning.
which action? The several treasonous
You
acts.
attempt to use credits you don't have. Failed financial systems check.
Hang on a minute. If we have no equipment, we have no ME cards, so we can't purchase anything anyway.
Correct at the moment.
I told you we should go and get our equipment.
We tried.
Mind you haven't been given your equipment yet. You've just been told what equipment you're entitled to.
Yeah, but that's personal equipment.
Which he still hasn't given you. He's just making doodles in his notepad. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking.
I ask him to hand over the equipment.
Oh yeah, sure, right. He hands you your laser pistol barrel, your reflex, and also a small metal rod with a circular thing on the end of it, which has detector on it written on it.
I go up to him and ask for my equipment.
I've got to check something. Sorry, what did you say? Xenia? Hello?
I ask him for my equipment.
Alright, there you go. He hands you your suit of reflex, your laser barrel, and that's it. He also gives you the slip, which is your mission funds of 1,000 credits.
And what about mine? Do I get mine now, please?
Oh, if you want.
I would prefer it.
He looks on his
put
desk as if something's now missing.
I put on my armor and
He pulls out
tightly-
another pen, and then gives you your equipment. Which is 1 laser pistol body and one laser pistol barrel, sorry, and 1 suit of orange relax.
What colour laser pistol barrel is it? Orange.
Orange. Yeah, in each case it's orange.
What about the laser pistol body?
You should, well, you've got one of those, haven't you, back at your, back in your sector? Or did we forget to bring that?
I meant the one that Gordon and I got.
Sorry, you only got the barrel. Sorry, I should have said.
Can I go over?
Yep, go on.
Can I go up to Defo, and ask him how the detector works? He's a equipment guy, so he should know.
I put on my reflex armor.
I'm gonna jab at random buttons on the detector that he shows me and say, there.
Knowing them, it's a low pulse. Bing, bing, bing. And it continues to do this until it suddenly goes. Bzz.
Can I use my 1,000 credit yet?
Well, if you go to the booth, sure.
Yeah, but we have no ME cards.
This is true. This is true as well.
Have we got any way of lighting yet?
Sorry?
Have we got any way of like making light yet?
Well, the PLC room is lit.
So, how do I use the 1,000 credits he gave me?
Give me 2 minutes. I'm just
Is it a slip of
okay.
paper or like?
Well, it's currently a slip of paper with the barcode at the bottom.
Yeah, I go to the equipment booth and try and scan in the
Booth turns
barcode.
on. Please swipe your ME card now. The booth waits for you.
Try to swipe the slip of paper.
Sorry. Okay, that does nothing. Citizen, please swipe your ME card to continue.
Can I
Does
examine
it
my
have a bot
equipment?
brain?
Sorry?
Does it have a bot brain?
It probably does. It's a terminal, but you'd have to dismantle it.
Can I see any possible way to dismantle it?
Well, sure, but it would be fairly obvious to the green clearance citizen at the desk. Bing! The time is now 23:15.
Well, I'm gonna walk out and try and walk back to my home sector.
In pitch black.
Well, I got my PDC.
Can I see the door to R&D?
No.
Can I see any doors other than the one we came through?
Well, I suppose technically there's the warehouse sort of area behind the desk, the green clearance citizen, but no.
What color is that door?
Hmm?
What color is that door?
Doesn't... There isn't a door there, it's really just an open warehouse area behind it, which you can't see all the way into.
Can I examine my equipment?
Can I see the color of the room?
Green.
Oh.
And Gordon, you wanted to examine your equipment.
Yeah, just to make sure everything's legit.
I asked the green clearance citizen what R&D room we should head towards.
I'm just going to check his equipment. Well, near as you can tell, everything's fine. Except maybe the detector. But you can't be sure.
Okay. I'm gonna check if my PDC's GPS is working.
Satellite is in power saving mode. GPS unavailable.
Meh.
The two combots are nowhere to be seen.
That's the green clearance guy at the desk. Which R&D room we should head towards?
R&D? No, this is PLC, mate.
Where is R&D?
I don't know that. Go check a map.
I asked for a map.
Well, there's one on your purchasable equipment if you want to do that. But you'll have to go through the booth. By the way, one of your team members has wandered off.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna wait to see if computer can get a map, because if I wander out there, I'll probably get lost.
The green clearance citizen finally looks up from his doodles. Don't you have somewhere to be, citizens?
I head out and follow Def I or Defo.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick behind. Computer and check my PDC. Well, check my PDC to make sure it's on power saving.
Yep, your PC's on power saving.
Where's Defo?
He's wandered off.
Can I see him?
No.
I
He
yell
announced
for
it
him.
quite a while ago, really.
Yeah, I wandered off about 10 minutes ago.
That's what you did.
I reckon he's gonna find all the stuff. This way wandering around.
Well, he's found the R&D office. Or an R&D office.
I attempt to call Defo on my
Right,
PDC.
guys. Okay. Defo, you receive a PDC message.
Does the PDC have a cancel call button?
Well, indeed, it does. It's in low power mode, so it hasn't rung, but it's just getting a message of somebody trying to contact you.
No, I'll be nice. I'll answer the call.
Apparently, you hear nothing.
Can I say hello and are you there, Defo, and stuff like that.
Was ist das? Kannst du Deutsch? And then I hang up.
Can I find out where his PZC
A record of your
signal is
last
coming
transmission
from?
has been sent to internal security.
Commies don't speak German.
What's German?
It's a fair point, but in any case, you are still outside the R&D door. Or a R&D door, I should say.
Okay. What colour is the R&D door?
Grey.
Lovely.
It doesn't work often, but its post-it note is gold.
What, is it actual gold?
No, I wish it was, but it isn't.
Just sell the post-it note. Screw it. You can know the colours of things. I'm rich.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it's gold. I'd be able to see it.
I tell Gordon R to follow me, and we leave to search for the R&D place.
Okay. So, Defo, what are you going to be doing in front of this door?
I am going to
Talk.
very
Yeah.
slowly. Yeah. I gotta send you a PM. Hang on. Just trying to think how to phrase this.
Okay, no worries. In your random wandering around, you arrive at the C8D sector.
the CAD sector?
There's a notice saying C8D sector, orange clearance quarters. And there's a row upon row of orange clearance quarters.
Do they do the rooms have names listed next to their
No.
next to the doors, or
No, they have numbers, but no, that's definitely not your sector.
Oh.
Then we just keep searching for the R&D room, I guess, unless Gordon R has any ideas. Or Gordon O, sorry.
No, just lead the way.
Okay, so you continue wandering around, and then eventually, I'm waiting to see if Marijan's going to add anything to what he said. Typing. There we go. Okay. You come to a door. It has "Compute O was here" written on it.
Does it have an arrow on it? Or anything else?
I open the door to see if Computo is still inside.
"Compute O is not still inside." Definitely
Who
so.
is?
So you are reunited in an R&D office.
What color was the door?
Red.
Grey.
Well, yeah, but he asked, I will let him have it. You already went in, so if it was going to do anything bad, I could automatically have that on you anyway. Oh, the clock inside this room says 23:45. And, well, all that's in here is a desk with a few items on it. The first of which appear to be a set of labelled grenades. They are labelled I, II, III, IV, V, and VI. No idea what they mean. Could be anything. There's then a small tube, grey and gold, with two smaller tubes sort of attached at the end of each of them, with a load of ribbons and various things wrapped around it, and a pair of steel boots.
Is there anyone in the room?
No,
I'm going to
only a
snaffle
desk
the
with those
boots.
items on it.
I take the grenades.
Yeah, I'll snaffle in the boots.
They're quite heavy.
Good. All the better for kicking commies with.
Very well. Gordon? Or
Yeah.
anybody wish to take up the small tube?
I'll go get the small shoe.
Okay.
So I guess that's in this.
Sorry, is it a shoe or a tube?
It's a tube with two small tubes attached on either end of it. And it's wrapped up in grey and gold and has ribbons around it.
What's the grey colour? Is it actually grey?
Just forwarding that.
Alright.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, I'm going to take it with me.
Fair enough. So you're now in a R&D office. What are you going to do now?
Can we check it? See if anyone else is in there? Like, check.
Well,
I
no,
don't
you saw
know.
the items. No, it's basically a small office space. There's nothing else here.
Oh, okay.
In many respects, it's the calmest R&D office you've ever been in. It's not on fire, for one.
So essentially we've just found a random lootable room.
Did you have? Assuming it was the correct room, of course.
It doesn't have to be the correct room, we can still loot stuff.
True, but you found a random lootable room.
I guess it's time to leave for airlock 17B.
What is... Wait. Does it have the... Does it have which R&D room it is on the wall?
It just has R&D office written on the door. Oh, and Computo was here.
Alright.
Is there any?
Computo was here.
Is there anything else in the room?
The desk, the stool, filing cabinet, not a lot else.
Check underneath the desk.
There's a small recording device there.
Are there any maps? Are there any maps in the
maps.
room? Is there anything to write with in the room? Any paint?
Nothing you can see. The only things that were in there were literally the items you just picked up.
Right, well, I guess I'm off again.
Soon as
Can I take the remains of my orange and try to rub them on the door where it says compute O was here to clean it off?
Okay, you can try this.
There's
there's no juice in it.
There's no juice in there, so you're going to try and scrub it up like a sponge.
So you smudge it a bit, but really all you've done is increase the size of a stain. And also your orange is now partially black.
Oh, good. Then I guess we leave. Unless anyone has any more brilliant ideas.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Defo because he seems to have increasingly good luck.
Well, does anyone know the way to our home sectors?
Sector C8D is that way, and I point down the hallway we came from.
Okay.
Well, sounds like a plan. I'm gonna just head off in that direction and generally hope that he isn't lying.
Nonsense, we need to go to airlock 17B right away. I order him to follow me to airlock 17B.
And what are you doing?
I am going to get my equipment, and if you try to stop me, I'm going to tell friend computer about you smudging and staining things all over there, which I believe is a hygiene violation.
Sure, you violated the hygiene first of all by graffitiing.
Who said I wrote it?
He's right, we weren't there to see him write it.
Exactly. And apparently Shadow has passed out.
No, I'm still here. I'm just waiting to see what's happening here.
I'm trying to blackmail the team leader to let
I'm aware
me
you're
go.
trying to blackmail the team leader. I'm just waiting to see when the inevitable penny's going to drop.
Is there any, are there any clocks around here?
Yes, it now says 23:51.
I point at the clock and tell him it doesn't matter if he reports me because we're gonna all be dead soon enough anyway if we don't hurry and get to airlock 17B.
Oh, nonsense, we've got 6 hours.
Yeah, 6 hours to get there and back.
I throw my hands in the air and head to airlock 17B.
Which way is airlock 17B?
Exactly. The only thing we do know the way to is my home sector.
Well, I mean, it only took me two tries to find R&D, so I'll just look for airlock 17B the same way.
Sure, we shouldn't just go back because at least someone has gear.
Yeah, at least we have more than a slightly stained orange with no juice in it,
And some laser barrels.
and some laser barrels with no bodies to put them on.
Yeah, if we can find Sector C8D, and if we can find the room in Sector C8D.
Well, if it was in Sector C8D being my home sector that I've been in for several days, one would assume I would know which one is mine.
One would assume, but then there's a dice roll involved.
Well, we've got more chance of finding my equipment than anything else.
Okay,
It's free.
I tell them I've come up with a plan. We'll head to Sector C8D.
Capital plan, old chap.
Okay, which way are you going?
C8D, back the way that those
No,
two
I'm asking
came
you which way he's going.
from. Alright.
I suppose we're all going the way I pointed.
Fair enough. You arrive in the SUX sector after about 20 minutes.
Oh, can I find my room?
Indeed, you can, actually.
I'll go to my room and pick up my stuff.
By the way, who was it who had the traitor shot in his room?
Me.
Okay, just need to remember that. Okay.
Because I'm the one that confuses commies and armed forces, so I woke up and shouted, "Ah, commies!"
Yep, I did notice. Just couldn't remember that. So. Anyway, you found all your equipment.
So, I pick up my laser pistol body and, let me see what else. My ME card, my one rubber glove, my sleepy tablet, my
0014.
combs, pen, my ink refills, my boot polish, my 2 rolls of tape, and then I pick up my assorted pills and give them to the happiness officer.
Oh yes, you stole the random pills, didn't you?
Of course.
I'd forgotten about that. Well, okay, I now have a bunch of pills.
Yep, you do.
If anyone wants any of my equipment, let me know. And
Well, I still reckon
Shame.
I need my equipment, because I think I'm the only one that can actually afford to buy anything. So at the very least, I need an ME card.
now that I've got my ME card, can I deposit some of the 1,000 credits into my bank account?
Well, it's a slip that only works from the machine in that
In PLC.
that PLC in that random sector you're unaware of the name of.
Okay. So,
I, on the other hand, still have 2,720 credits.
can I see any of my teammates' stuff?
No.
So my teammate doesn't have anything?
No, but he does have 2 working security cameras above his bed.
I guess they are standing outside. So,
So, I guess we'll head
You
on
can,
to
you can
sec-
try to steal some stuff from him if you want.
Well, I'm going to stand around for a couple of minutes, and if anyone has any skills that would aid them in stealing things, while being watched, then I'm just going to wait and hope that they don't do that.
Okay. Doo-ba-doo-doo.
I guess I'm staying
Okay.
outside, still humming to myself, "Oh glorious friend computer."
Defo walks into the room, moves up, and then unplugs the security cameras.
Okay.
Are all the security cameras off now?
Well, they're off. Yeah, they're unplugged.
Can I see any way to open them or dismantle them or
Well,
anything?
the security cameras.
Hmm?
Security cameras, you mean?
The security
Yeah.
cameras, it doesn't matter, they're turned off.
Well, you can certainly have a go at dismantling them. You have a laser gun now.
That's a little bit brute force tactics, but yes.
You certainly have method. You also have those grenades.
Don't forget, though, if you decide to shoot the security camera, you also have to breakdance.
Don't forget that if you fail to complete this mission and be back in your beds by 0600, you will all lose all of your coins.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to try and look for his roommate's stuff. Is his
It'd be nice
roommate
if we
actually
could-
there, or is his roommate asleep?
Asleep, yeah.
I attempt to dismantle the cameras through brute force, roll, by
Yeah.
unarmed combat.
No worries. Go no. I hope you're watching this.
He isn't. He's outside humming to himself.
I hope he's there, actually, come to that. Well, if he is there, then he's not doing anything right now. Right. You dismantle the camera quite loudly, and a search of his stuff reveals a safety pin.
Oh, yay, I can get my safety pin back.
So,
And a Taylor O'Malley membership card. The fan club membership card, sorry.
Where am I in
attempt
the...
to, so are the cameras pulled apart and stuff?
Yeah, you pull the cameras to bits.
I'm gonna steal the
attempt to,
the pin and the card.
I use my bot programming skill to attempt to reprogram the cameras in memory so that it thinks.
Oh, there's no
We've
memory
been-
storage in the cameras.
That's why I disconnected the cameras. That they go back to a central place.
Where I try and reprogram to just constantly transmit an image of us of the room with us not standing in it. If I can somehow rig that.
You are aware that the camera's just there to take imagery and send them to internal security.
Yeah, but internal security
They're
are all in
controlled
bed.
by internal security at the internal security office. Or
You
the
could-
computer itself.
You could cause a camera to send the same frame again and again. One would assume that being
Yeah, you could do.
sighting gets a digital camera,
Okay.
therefore.
Unfortunately, your computer has no idea how to do that.
It doesn't matter that it
Short of
works.
drawing an image on the camera.
He's got some ink and pens, hasn't he?
Do the cameras have any useful parts in them?
Undoubtedly. They're smashed to bits. Some of them. So I would say reprogramming is a bit of a moot point, considering you smashed them a bit in a bit of rage.
I'll get it.
I reckon
I'd
that
take
we
the
should.
least smashed parts and shove them down my pants.
Sounds like a nice way to get some very uncomfortable lacerations.
Okay, you do that.
I'll go poke my head round the corner and say to Computo that I'd recommend he drew a moustache on his bunkmate.
I reckon that we should
Have
put the
3
rest.
diversity points for that, Gordon.
I smudge a bit of boot polish under his nose to give him
Secretary
a small
is now-
square mustache.
0030.
I've taken the card and the pin, right?
Have I drew the mustache on my friend on my bunkmate?
Yes, you have.
Okay, then I leave.
Okay. So you're now outside Sector SUX Orange Clearance Quarters.
Oh, I may as well follow.
So I suppose we're heading to Sector C8D now.
Yes, which way are you going?
The same way we were going until we stopped at my room.
Okay. After about 5 minutes, you are outside the vidscreen room where this whole mission started.
So in 2 hours we just
The,
ended up
the
where we
clock
were.
on there says 0030.
But it's just turned 0030 and it took us 5 minutes to get there.
Sorry, it's 00. Alright, 0035.
Yep.
Thanks for correcting me. Or losing yourself 5 minutes.
I suggest we head to airlock 17B now.
Again, which way's that?
Which way haven't we been?
You're not sure.
We really have no sense of direction.
We really
no,
don't.
you don't. Alpha Complex is a huge, complex maze.
Can we use the vid screen to communicate with anyone?
The vidscreen only shows the clock.
Can I see any way to reprogram the vid screen?
You could waste time doing that if you really wanted to.
Program it to do what? We're just gonna waste the time until we die watching Taylor O'Malley episodes.
She could reprogram it to make it seem like it's earlier.
You could do, but that would be kind of pointless because that would only be a local time.
Well, we can return to that section.
I suppose we could put our hands on the right wall and just follow the right wall until we've covered every single square inch of Alpha Complex.
That might take more than 6 hours.
Are you seriously going to do that?
Well, if someone has a better plan, I'd like to hear it.
There's your answer.
I
Do we have-
do have a better plan, actually.
Do you have any paper or anything to write on?
You have
yeah,
the slips of paper with your mandatory bonus duty things on them.
Alright, I suggest that Senor starts drawing. Computer starts drawing a map using his pens and paper as we go along.
Can I see well enough to draw a map?
From PDC lights, possibly.
Does anyone have any, Oh, that reminds me, I have a narrow specialty in map drawing. Well, what skill would that go under? I suppose, management?
We're now going to narrow specialties now, aren't we? Okay, how narrow is your narrow specialty? Because I don't think map drawing is narrow enough.
Cartography is a skill.
It is a skill, but it's too broad. It can cover too much. So I will give you map making complex main tunnels as a narrow specialty. In what do we call that?
Oh yeah, I sent you a message.
Yeah.
So, what would that fall under? Management?
Are you going to do that? Sorry.
If I can, yeah.
Sorry, I'm asking Gordon at the moment. Sorry.
Oh.
No.
You sure? It's up to you, but just text me a yes or a no.
No.
Anyway, so anyway, yep. What did you say? Computer? I would say it's probably a Moxie narrow specialty. Or possibly data search using the computer. I'd call it Moxie for now.
Great.
So,
Yep.
what does map making fall under again?
I've decided to put it as Moxie since what it is, it's a narrow specialty for mapping complex tunnels.
So what, I add it to Moxie?
Yeah, it's 6 plus Moxie. To be able to map out the main tunnels of Alpha Complex. That's all it will apply to.
Okay. I thought you added it to the overall skill, but so you actually add it to a skill you already have?
Yes, if it's applicable.
I reckon there is an easier way to do this.
There most doubtly is.
I reckon that we should yell as loud as we can about commies, wait for somebody to turn up, and then tell them that they went to Lock 17B and follow them.
That plan is so genius, I'm giving you 3 perversity points.
Let's do that. But as we're following whoever it is, I'm going to attempt to draw a map.
Okay.
So we don't have to do this every time.
So it's to airlock 17B you're trying to get to.
Yes.
Okay. I don't hear actions.
Commies! Ah!
Armed forces! Armed forces!
Commies! Randomly shout.
You now see blue flashes coming at you from all directions, seemingly. commies engage. The warbots now seem to be aiming all their weapons at you. Multiple warbots seem to be coming up from the other corridors. You note that you seem to have boxed yourself in. You have one action each. Make it a good one.
Can I... Wait. I was going, if there's two... Can I grab both their hands and then use my mutant power?
No.
Was that 2 actions?
You're not going to be able to, because before you do that, I'm going to try to transform into a bat. I stand on one leg and begin flapping my arms.
In that case, I'm going to dive back into the room with the vid screen
Alright.
and yell fire.
I'm gonna use my...
Let me just get my head around this, because your actions, I'm going to take those as your actions now. Okay. Well, let's start with the dive. You successfully dive into the room and indeed shout fire. Combots, being even more aggressive than warbots because they've got basically the same things but they're considered small and puny, fire a torrent of things into the walls. Unfortunately, Computo, standing like a bat does not save you.
So
and you are vaporized, as well as both combots on either side because they happen to be shooting each other.
So, what happened to me then?
I'll get to you in a moment.
Alright.
That doesn't sound good.
But
So
the
did
smoke
they,
clears.
So did the combots drive a stake through my heart?
Only romantics seem to think of that's how you killed you.
Oh.
Would you like to register your new mutant power?
Sure, why not? I'm not going to live long anyway.
Okay. Your new mutant power is Detect Mutant Power. It allows you to detect when mutant powers are being used and possibly their nature.
Where am I?
Well, you are in the PLC outfitting office, where the green clearance assistant is now just watched you come back through a tube in the ceiling and go, and gets back to his drawing. He do not look and get back to his drawing. Also,
I use the
Gordon O is there.
Wait, so I died, or...?
No,
Alright.
I
Defo
detect
survives
mutant power.
his encounter though. And
He's
now-
getting separated.
yeah, and he's separated again.
Hooray! I'm going to solo tank this mission if it kills me.
You might well solo tank it, actually, the way it's going. But yes, there's rubble everywhere. The two combots basically did a number on the hallway and the floors and themselves, as well as one very now dismembered black cape.
So is there any of the combots that are still living, or are they all kind of dead?
There's one still left, but seeing the enemy that's been destroyed, he's wandered off.
Darn.
So I detect mutant power.
Okay. There are no mutant powers being activated in your immediate vicinity that you can tell.
Well, I go to the outfitting booth machine thing and try to actually use my ME card this time.
Your mission has been assigned 100 credits. You may use these credits to purchase any of the following items. And finally, I now actually get to use this thing. I was really worried for a moment it wasn't going to happen.
Didn't you say 1,000 credits?
Yes, 1,000 credits.
Oh. I thought I was going to have to go through another 30-minute thing trying to scan it in.
No, you're already well behind schedule. I'm not going to push you on like that for the moment. Here is basically the list of purchasable equipment. There, and it's quite a long one.
Okay.
Well, can I see anything by the glowing embers of the destroyed corridor?
You can follow the blue flashing lights of the combot if you want.
Fair enough.
Okay. It leads you to the PLC outfitting office.
Methinks that somebody wants us to get our equipment.
Somebody might want to think that, yes.
Except I still have no ME card.
That's your problem.
Alright, I'm gonna lean over to... Wait, can I see the options as well?
Yeah, it's an open booth.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go over to computer and say that inflatable raft looks incredibly useful.
Can I ask the Green Clearance citizen if I can get a replacement ME card?
Certainly. Could you please swap your ME card here?
I haven't got an ME card, that's why I need a replacement.
Well, then I'm afraid there's not much I can do, because you could be anybody. Without your ME card, I can't give you a replacement ME card.
I can trade you my Tila O'Malley membership card. If it
He
would...
pulls out a superior one.
Ah, but
Then
do you
go back
have
to
a
doodling.
do you have a safety pin?
He gestures to a little box beside him, which is full of them.
He is a very, very awkward man.
I'm just gonna tell... I'm just gonna tell Computo that I think it's kind of necessary that we buy that hand torch.
Has someone
You
read the
can use your
module?
own ME card to buy things on this list, I should point out.
I go ahead and enter this stuff in, and then I turn around to my teammates to ask what they think would aid them in performing their mandatory bonus duties.
Yeah. I'll just put the text file there as well, so...
Oh, I'm just gonna save that just for the sake of saving it.
Right. So, map of outdoors, long-range communicator, water purifier, hygiene kit, machete, Geiger counter, and an inflatable raft. So that is 350, 400, 20, 770.
Yeah, 17.
Okay, so your mission account still has 230 credits attached.
So if anyone can think of anything that might help them in
Well,
performing
he's not sitting down, Marijan, but you can try. Well, he grabs your hand as you try to get behind the desk, and then writes you out a fine for 100 credits for trying to steal PLC equipment.
Were you trying to steal like his big thing of safety pins?
I'm not stealing his safety pins. I've got one.
Oh. You said plural. No.
Oh, typo.
You got plurals, so... Alright, no, fair enough, okay. Well, either way, it
He
just
grabs
goes...
me. Yeah.
No. I shall reimburse you 1 credit. Please swap your ME card.
So does anyone have anything they particularly want, or should I just spend the rest on rations?
I just say I'm browsing. Still.
Hang on. What did you buy? Hang on. I'm losing track because I was doing something else.
Yeah. Map of outdoors, a long-range communicator, a water purifier, a hygiene kit, a machete, Geiger counter, and inflatable raft.
The manual for operating the crawler might be a good idea since we have to use the crawler.
I don't think we can buy that. I think I
we
spent too
can.
much.
No, you
Oh,
have 230 credits left, I think, didn't you say?
Yep.
Yeah, you can just afford one, and then we've got 30 credits left, so you could perhaps buy some more rations.
Yeah, I'll buy that in an emergency ration then.
Okay, so you have 1 emergency ration and 1 manual to the crawler. Okay.
Of course, I don't think we're going to be out there long enough for hunger to be too much of an issue. So, 1 ration should be more than enough.
Sure.
Well,
Do you
we
wish
can
to
only
purchase
have
anything
till about
else?
6 o'clock to eat it anyway.
What, with 5 credits? Unless we can... Is it 1,000 credits each, or is it 1,000 credits for the entire mission?
1,000 credits was the mission budget. However, there's nothing stopping you from spending more than that.
Yeah, but I have no ME card.
Well, that's your problem.
Wait, so we can just fill out whatever we want and it'll give it to us?
Yeah, it'll charge your account though if you want to do any more.
Can I go to...
I don't care. I buy one of everything I haven't bought yet.
But you can't afford to.
I know.
Sorry,
I've only got one phone left anyway, and I'm heading
Should've-
outside. I'm gonna die anyway.
Wait, can I go to,
Your card is not accepted.
can I go to Defo?
Yeah.
Also, that's going to be a gamemanship warning.
Okay, go to Defo and ask him, tell him that it'll probably be useful for the mission if he gives the 1,000 credits to Computo as soon as you still have money in your account.
Yeah, but I can't pay for it. I have no ME card.
You know, but I mean, can't he spend it with his account?
No, that's not how it works.
I would have to give him the money. I would have to swipe my ME card to do it.
Oh, alright, okay.
But, can I, how many credits do I have remaining?
Hold on.
But we have 5 in the mission budget. I know that much.
Yeah, 5 in mission budget.
Can I, buy a sack for 5 credits?
Not from that list, no, but you'll have to talk to the guy if you want to buy a sack. Either way, when you swipe the instead of your ME card, your mission card to pay for it, a printout is given to you with all the things you said you were going to buy on it.
So I suppose I'll take the list to the, Green Clearance Citizen.
He's still doodling his notes.
Alright, I'll ask you a question. Typed it fast, I hope it doesn't mess up. Grammar.
Yeah.
Can I use suggestion on the Green Clearance Citizen to try and bribe him to get me an ME card replacement?
You'll find out later, Prashad. Sorry, what did you say?
Can I use suggestion on the Green Clearance Citizen to try and bribe him to get me an ME card replacement?
You can have a go. Don't see why not. I'm pretty
Can't-
roleplay it though.
Can I take a test to remember? Or
Remember
have we
what?
not told? What just asked you?
You're going to get it later.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head over to the Green Clearance Citizen and let's see. Excuse me, citizen.
He looks up at you.
Listen, it doesn't seem fair to me that you get left stuck here with held up while we try and get ready for our mission, and you
Which
get
I know you're quite late for.
yes, and you get no compensation for it. It doesn't seem right to me.
By the way, I'm just going to do one thing while that's going on. Keep going.
Doesn't seem right to me. So, if you could just see clear to giving me an ME card, I'd like to give you a little bit of a bonus myself, just to clear up this unnecessary delay in your schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, computer, did you actually buy a hand torch?
Does not appear as if he did, on my notes.
No, he didn't.
I told you to.
The Green Clearance Citizen just looks at you. And what do you want, sorry?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Well, if you could get me a replacement ME card, my name's...
The only ME card I've got here is mine. You'll have to fill out a form, which will be at CPU, which won't be opening until 0600.
Well, how would 500 credits make you feel about this whole situation?
I know you don't have an ME card. You can't pay 500 credits until you fill out that form at CPU and they process it.
Yes, but I certainly do have 500 credits once that's arranged.
Yes, by which time you'll be gone. I'm not trusting that. and suggesting that you can bribe me, I should fine you for.
I'm only trying to make sure that you're not inconvenienced without compensation, since...
Inconvenienced? Inconvenienced to make it sound like this is a chore. This is a fun mission assigned by the computer. He writes out another fine for you for 50 credits. Being unhappy at suggesting I could possibly be unhappy at this. He goes back to doodling.
Well, citizen, I am an appointed happiness officer. It is my job to try and help with situations where someone is...
your jurisdiction only applies to your mission and your team. Before you try that one.
Well, that doesn't mean I couldn't try and assume that I have a higher amount of knowledge in the subject.
While nothing is going on, like, in the rest of the room, can I look at the detector again and basically what's it doing?
Well, for the moment, it fizzed out and hasn't made any noises since. However, it makes one now.
Oh, how I wish I had skills in unarmed combat.
Well, since you don't particularly have skills in unarmed combat, and referring to skills is out of character knowledge, so that's warning 1.
Meh.
Meh. Indeed. I should also point out that it's now 0130.
I think we should just give up and get on with it, to be honest, guys.
Silence.
Have we made it to airlock 17B yet?
No, you're still in the outfit's in
I
place.
just suggested we give up and go.
Let me go through my...
Can I leave the room with... Wait, are you two leaving as well?
Well, I intend to, if the others will, yeah.
So, computer?
Wait.
Apparently nothing is happening.
Well, I'm just gonna go out with... I'm just gonna walk out the door with,
Is
Def.
the green clearance citizen looking at me?
He's doodling.
So, what sort of defenses does he have?
A desk, seemingly, and a pen. And a notepad, possibly.
So there's like no laser-proof glass or anything in front of him, or...
Nothing you can see.
Perhaps he has one of those blue belts.
They're blue clearance.
That doesn't mean he's not treasonous. So I take it at this point that me and Gordon are now out of the room, wondering what the hell happened to Computer.
You are both out of the room.
I'm also wondering what happened to me. I run out of the room after them.
Okay, fine.
So we're all next to each other.
Yep, you're all out in the corridor outside of PLC.
Can I hold, like, hold Defar's in Computer's hand? Oh, Defar's.
We're not going to skip to the airlock, are we?
You're not. Your mission was not to go and see the wizard.
We'll have to see the Wizard. We're actually going on a school trip on Tuesday to see the Wizard of Oz.
Awesome.
I grab his hand and skip along with him.
Alright.
Well, I suppose this is a happiness officer duty, so actually I don't mind. I approve of this.
Alright. Then, can I do what I just sent you and shout, well, say, airlock 17B?
Okay. He vanishes.
Oh, so I can't take them with me.
Suddenly, Gordon O is no longer in between you. You two both stumble and fall into each other. Nearly.
Do I still have time to use my detect mutant powers ability?
I don't think detecting the mutant power is actually relevant at this stage. You know he's used the mutant power.
But I want to know what power it is.
Well, it's already happened. He's used it.
Well,
The abilities appear to be very useful.
So, I suppose I'll try and walk to...
he didn't click his heels
17B.
together. It's not appropriate. Besides, I've got the boots.
You do. And they were grey. And okay, no worries. So now that your loyalty and communications officer has gone away, what are you going to do?
I called the loyalty and communications officer on my PDC.
You have a message.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up.
Where are you?
I'm back in my room.
Oh. We'll pick up your equipment and meet up with us.
Where are
And
you?
I
then?
hang up.
How can we meet up with you?
Hmm?
Where am I going to
We're-
meet up with?
We're still outside PLC.
Are you? Alright.
I've already hung up, so...
I'll go use my PDC light to go back to PLC.
Okay, no worries. And what are you two doing? Defo? Computer? What are you doing?
You want to go back in, you know what? I'm gonna go back into PLC, and then I'm gonna ask if the green clearance citizen wants an orange.
Okay. The green clearance citizen looks at you and goes, "No, I do not want a bloody orange."
That's not bloody though.
I
He's
ask you-
drained it.
I was gonna ask him, what about a drained orange?
Look, this is PLC. You're supposed to be picking up your equipment. Now, if you finally hand over the form, I can get some sleep.
I hand over the form. Yeah.
Looks at it. Right, I'll just find those things for you. Can't believe you left without getting them, to be honest. Seems a complete waste of money. Gordon,
Yeah?
you're back in Sector C8D again.
Oh. Do I still know my way to PLC or am I completely lost again?
You have a rough idea.
Okay, well, I'm
It would be
gonna...
helpful if you grabbed my stuff while you were there.
I don't even know where you live.
You could call me.
Yeah, there's typing going on.
Should we end the
Okay.
session?
You
Cool.
see many drawings of friend computer. Taylor O'Malley, wrenches, hammers, tongs, tools. Nothing really incriminating.
What color is the notepad?
Well, it's green.
Well, then I just flip back to the page it was on before he left.
Yeah. Right, the green clearance citizen returns with a map.
Excuse me.
Oops, sorry.
So, is it a map of the outdoors?
I'm just going to send the file.
Do we all get that, or...?
Well, he's got it, but there's no reason why I can't look at it.
Alright. Am I back?
Oh,
He then goes back into his warehouse to find the next item.
Did I see any sickles in his notepad?
No, you did not.
Has he gone back to the back to retrieve any more of our equipment?
Yes, he only got you the map. He's gone to retrieve the rest of it.
Okay, I flipped to one of the places in his notepad where there was a hammer and also dry sickle with one of my pens. And then quickly flip back to where he left it.
Okay.
That's loud typing.
No worries. And while you're doing that, yep, okay, I'll have them downloaded. While you're doing that, Defo draws things on the paper as well.
Can I see what he's drawing?
Yeah. Def 2. Above where you've just drawn your sickle. The orange clearance system returns with your long-range communicator, your water purifier, a mop, a machete, a Geiger counter, and an inflatable raft, as well as one small bag of iron rations, and a book.
Am I back in PLC yet?
Yes, you are.
I sort through the inventory to make sure everything's in order.
Okay. Near as you can tell, everything's fine.
Can I hand over my forms now?
What forms would these be?
My loyalty officer and comms officer forms.
Those are
Yeah,
meaningless
both, mate.
forms. Yeah. The form that he handed over earlier was the form for the equipment that we bought at the terminal.
Oh, alright, okay. Alright, well, can I go over to the terminal now?
Yep, you can.
I'll swap
Please
my
swipe
ME.
your ME card.
I'll swap my ME card.
Please swipe mission funding information.
I'll swipe that as well.
You don't have it.
Don't I?
No.
I toss him
So
the missing
fast.
funding information.
Or do you wish to pay for items yourself?
Wait, so you just...
Answer is yes.
Yes.
Unless you know of anything you can get for 5 credits.
I'm sorry, citizen. Your account is overdrawn by too much to purchase additional equipment at this time. Please consult friend computer at the earliest convenience.
I'm gonna ask Computo for the crawler manual.
I give him the manual.
Okay. It's a 2,000 word manual on every nut, bolt, connection, join, weld of the entire crawler.
Has it got
You reckon it
contents
takes-
A 2,000
So
word.
it's-
That's pretty succinct.
Yeah.
2,000 words, like 2 pages of A4.
I assume he meant 2,000 page.
2,000 page.
Yes. Does it have an index?
No.
Any contents page?
No.
Does it have a section in the back that lists what,
Glossary.
Yeah, glossary.
No.
Does it have any sort of markings on the different pages, like that divided into chapters or anything?
Well, it's divided into page-long chapters.
It's pretty convenient.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. We haven't got to the
Do the
crawl
chapters
yet.
have titles?
Well, yeah, whatever nut, bolts, it's currently describing.
Okay.
So are there?
yeah.
Is there any page that offers instructions on how to actually operate it?
If you want to spend a while flipping through, but I would point the time out to you.
Yeah, I think we need to head for the Airlock.
It's O222, by the way.
Oh, by the way, can I load a barrel into my laser pistol and then slide it back in my pocket?
Fair enough. So you're now outside PLC again. Which way are you going?
To airlock 17B, only this time I'm drawing a map.
Okay. Okay. On your way to where you think airlock 17B is, because you don't know, you find the C8D sector.
Hooray! Can I find my room, please?
No.
Lovely.
You're in a sector, part of the sector you don't know. You could search
Would
around
it
for it
be-
if you wanted.
Yeah.
Would it be the room with a dead body outside?
Yeah, it would be. Unless it's been cleaned up by the scrub bots.
Well, you spend a reasonable amount of time, 10 more minutes searching, and you eventually find your room.
Hooray! I can grab my equipment.
There is one very, 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 very angry orange clone at your door. You got me shut.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Am I,
you did.
Am I with him?
Yes, you two have arrived there.
I'm gonna
Hey.
hand him the Tilo O'Malley membership card.
No. Always wanted one of those.
Hey,
Still angry with you, though. I'm taking this up with the computer the moment he comes back online.
I asked him if he'd like a visomorphine tablet to ease the pain.
Sorry. A moment. Yeah, I've still got one. I got a signed one when I then it got recloned. So you got service this time, and now it's terrible. Dying's horrible. He puts his own sleep pill in there. Anyway, as soon as I
I
falls over.
empathize.
sorry.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. He's fallen over. I was gonna say I empathize with him because I know how much it hurts to die as well.
He take my tablet.
No, he took his own tablet.
He took his sleepy tablet.
So I'll just keep my tablet and I check him to make sure he isn't dead.
I'm gonna draw a hammer and sickle on his forehead while he's asleep.
Well, you managed to resist drawing the armed forces symbol on his head.
Right, so he actually does have an hammer and sickle on his head.
Yes.
Great. Okay, I'm just gonna grab my equipment then.
Yes, sure.
I
Time
tried
now.
to
You go.
uh,
Time is 02:41, by the way.
I also leave.
We've got 4 hours left, basically.
Yep. So we better
no,
actually
more like-
get.
3 and 20 minutes.
Yeah. We better
And you have
actually
to be back in your home quarters by that point.
We better get to Airlock now.
I continue drawing on my map.
Well, my plan didn't work, so
Yes,
I'm
by the
just
way,
gonna
your
walk
map-
around.
You're fairly certain you've expertly drawn your map. However, what it looks like is a place of spaghetti,
So it's
as seen from above.
so I have I been taking time to label any of the places on my map?
Well, sure, you've labelled a few places, but as I said, look from above. Your map looks like a place of spaghetti.
I tell him that to make some credits, go hanging up in a modern art museum.
Have another couple of diversity for that.
Alright, I'll add 3.
Do I have a modern art museum marked on my map?
Surprisingly, no. You haven't passed any.
Do I have Airlock 17B marked on my map?
You haven't gone past it yet, no.
Then I go to the spot on my map where I haven't been.
Which is everywhere, really. But yes, okay. You eventually, through luck, bizarre luck and coincidence, you find a crawler. It has a small glass dome on the back, which is a completely other box. And where have you been? We were supposed to leave hours ago. I was all worried about you, you know. You notice it seems to have what looks suspiciously like sort of clone embryos inside it. You have a sneaking suspicion they're yours.
Well, I know that can't be the case because I'm on my last clone.
No, you got one left. You're on 5.
Oh.
Yeah, me and you are both on 5.
Right, well, I'm gonna look for the door controls on the crawl.
You then see a very, very, very tired grey clearance citizen. He finally goes, you're here. Right. What I'm going to do... controls... Right, one of you needs to drive the crawler.
I'll drive. I'm the equipment guy.
Oh, well, I'll just get in and drive it through there. Once you get there, stop the vehicle, and I will open the vault door.
I guess we both... Well, I'll go get on with it. On it as well.
Okay, the crawler is basically, think a cross between a Challenger 2 tank and a pickup truck.
That sounds cool. I want one of those.
It does have a gun barrel at the front, however there don't seem to be any controls to fire it. And obviously the pickup truck is taken with the massive clone box, which is basically a glass tank with a robotic brain in it.
So is there any room to fit in?
Yeah, no, there's room in the front cab for all three of you.
Alright, okay. Well,
So there's enough room for all of us?
Yes.
So I'm gonna try and drive it forward like he said we were supposed to do into the airlock.
Okay. The crawler thunders into life and advances a bit further onwards. Amazingly, it's working still. It's still working as you apply the brakes.
I look for the the button to open the door.
No, that's handled by the green clearance citizen. Now pulls a couple of levers, and the airlock behind you closes. As it closes, you now hear the sound of everything sort of unlocking in front of you, and the vault door swings open into weirdness.
I say not again and begin sobbing.
There are, the sky is clearance black. That's a good start. But there seem to be dots in it, which are weird colours. And I mean, there's green everywhere, or grey everywhere in your case, Margin, but it doesn't matter. And brown splodges. It's not metal on the ground. There are things, round things in the distance, and things over there as well. And
The round things, what do they look like?
well, they just seem to be sticking out of the grounds with additional bits going off of them at the top. Some of them have grey bits on the end.
I break down because I can't cope with the situation.
Boom, boom. The time is now 0300.
I offer everyone some happiness pills.
Okay, is everybody going to take their happiness pill?
I think you all need to, because we're going to die if you don't.
I take one.
Yeah. You had one to me then.
Okay. Gordno. Everything now is pink and fluffy. Everything.
I smile.
Exactly. Everything's pink and fluffy and pink and fluffy.
I'm so happy, oh
Computer?
so happy.
You're experiencing absolute bliss. And uncontrollable fits of laughter.
Sounds like a real road trip.
I assume Def O did not take a pill.
I did not take a pill, no.
Now, you're perfectly normal then. However, you're still in control of the vehicle.
Yep.
So, you drive on.
Is there any kind of compass on the vehicle, or some sort of directional indicator?
Directional indicator? No, not really. You
So I-
have a map.
Oh, of course we have the outside map.
I use our single long distance communicator to see if it picks up any signals.
Well, no, you don't. You just look at it giggling. But in any case, the communicator only communicates with the Alpha Complex.
Yeah. I'm just going to search through... Hang on, doesn't Computo still have all the equipment?
He does, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sort of search through him while he's giggling like a moron and find the map.
You find the crumpled up map, which you may now load up if you need to.
Right. The question is, where are we on the map?
Indeed.
Wasn't there? I don't know.
Since Alpha Complex covers no less than 5 sectors of the map.
You are, of course, assuming the map is correct.
Indeed.
And of course, too, that's assuming that's Alpha Complex.
Well, I'm gonna try and line up some sort of landmarks with the map, I guess. I suppose I would recognise the water of the river anyway.
Well, you can't see any... Well, actually, how would you? You have no idea what that is.
He's never had water before. Like, how do we... If we don't know what water is...
No, you're aware
What's
of
a
what
water
water is,
purifier?
but from you, water comes in bottles.
Ah.
And I'm just saying, that's a map reference. You know what those squiggly lines mean. Can mean anything until you see them.
Well, I can probably distinguish shape, though.
Probably. But, as a moment, it's pitch black.
Does the vehicle have lights?
Yes, it does.
Can I turn the lights on?
Indeed. Okay. The lights turn on. And you can see in front of you what might you sort of consider yourself sort of maybe a brown clearance corridor. With green bits, or grey bits.
Brown clearance. Well, sounds a bit dirty, but it seems to be the only passable direction, so I will head along it.
Okay. Gordon, no. One of the pink fluffy clouds in front of you is now beeping a bit faster.
Go reach out to touch it.
Okay. It's a pink fluffy cloud.
So you're probably now pawing inanely at the windscreen of the vehicle.
Actually, no. He's holding the detector.
Well, I gathered that, but he said he'd reach out to touch it and all he can see is clouds. So he's probably slamming the detector against the windscreen of the vehicle.
Beep. Boom. Okay, you're no longer on pink fluffy clouds. However, you now feel quite depressed.
Suddenly the massive grin disappears from my face.
Of course it does.
And Computo, you still have a laughing fits, but other than that, you're normal.
I suddenly get a look of terror on my face because I've never experienced the feeling of bliss before.
And you probably never will again.
Right.
We'll
So
be
what-
experiencing any feelings unless we can find somewhere eventually.
Well, we're presumably still following the corridor, so I'm waiting to find out what happens.
Okay. There is a loud bang. You
Okay.
appear to have got stuck in a ditch.
Okay.
Can I jump out of the
Laura
vehicle?
is stuck, and behind you, oi! Now you hear the clone bot going. That was a close one.
Can I jump out of the car? The vehicle?
As you open the door, a flurry of flying things come in.
How did he
They're
open the
everywhere.
door?
They're black and everywhere. Sorry?
How did he open the door?
Hmm?
How did he open the door?
You fell into a ditch, but you can still open the door.
But you had to pull levers and stuff to open the door. How did he know which ones to pull?
I pulled the lever on the door.
Oh.
It opened the door.
Well, anyway, so you say black things are flying in?
Yeah, black things now flying in and are everywhere, seemingly. They're just
Oh yeah,
flustering
we
about
can't stop
all
here. This
around
is
you.
bad country.
Sorry?
I said, oh yeah, we can't stop here. This is bad country.
And I go, ha ha ha, and dive out the door after him.
Okay, so Defo has jumped out of a door, which he does with a reasonable amount of grace.
That's unusual for me.
I know. Gordon, though, is also out of the door, just leaving Computo in a room full of black flying things, which he called bats for some reason.
I suppose I'll dive out after them.
Okay. Well, the bats seem to have taken shelter inside of the crawler. The lights on the crawler go out.
We can assumedly sort of vaguely see, though.
Well, you know where it is in front of you, yeah.
Do PDCs work outside?
You could try. They in fact do, they're still in standby mode.
Can I turn on the light on it?
Yes, as you turn on the lights, you notice the time is now 0313.
Alright. So I can see the front of the vehicle and the ditch.
Yes. The tires just got stuck.
Yeah, can I ask Computo and Defo to help me push the vehicle out?
Before we do, I forgot to ask one thing. Did any of the bats bite me?
None.
Ah, too bad.
Assuming that they are actually bats, he just said they were black.
Well, you know, I was a vampire once, so I should have experience with these kinds of things. So.
I thought that.
You just admitting to having a mutant power in the past.
Well, I got killed for it earlier, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, I'm going to try and help him repair the crawler.
Okay, well, as far as you know, all it is just got a wheel stuck
so
in the
it's
ditch.
stuck anyway, yeah, but basic same idea.
But if you go to try and repair the crawler, that's fine. I can make rolls for that.
I was just going to push it out of the ditch.
Well, possibly I could try and modify it so I had better race suspension or something.
You're going to just
try
have to
to-
modify the crawler.
I could attempt to modify the bot brain inside it, but I don't have any of the tools necessary to open a crawler.
Well, the only bot
so-
brain is the clone bat bot.
Yeah, the crawler's completely manually operated.
Ah. Could I wire the clone bat brain to the crawler?
That sounds dangerous.
You can certainly try, but it is going to waste time.
Then I don't believe I'll try.
I reckon I should try and jack up the suspension.
Okay, so you're going to try and get the wheel out of the ditch by adjusting the suspension.
Yeah.
Okay,
Race suspension, better ground clearance, it might be able to drive out.
indeed. The front axle falls off.
Well, the wheel's not stuck in a ditch anymore.
I ask if he needs some tape.
I'm just going to put the wheel back in position and kick it.
Okay. As you kick it, the air comes out of the tires.
No. You're doing it wrong. I offer him the boots. If you're going to kick things, use these.
Alright.
They're quite heavy and allow you even more kicking power. The wheel is now mangled.
Well, that's one wheel, the commie mutant traitor that will never bother us again.
Does the clone vat have wheels?
No.
Well, if we get cloned, we're gonna have to walk. We're gonna have to walk anyway.
Or you could read the
Wait.
manual and try and repair all the damage you've done to it.
How close are we to the, how close is the clone vat to the Alpha complex entrance?
Well, you can see it in the distance, but then you'd be surprised if you couldn't see it in the distance. I mean, the Alpha Complex is the world.
Yeah, the Alpha Complex is massive. We can see it regardless, I think, unless we ended up going so far.
Yeah.
But how close are we to it?
You'd say you're about 2 seconds of walk away.
Okay. I suggest we leave the clone vat here, so that once we're done with our mission, we can kill ourselves to get back to the entrance quickly.
Fair enough. Sounds like a plan. Okay, I'm gonna set off walking in the direction away from the Alpha Complex.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him.
Right, your
Right.
your detector
walk
starts
a,
beeping again.
I am going to
I-
wander over
go
and
in
look
the-
at it.
Yep, the detector is still beeping. Beep, beep,
I gotta ask the equipment guy
beep,
well,
beep.
what to do.
Give it
Wait,
to me.
what buttons has it got on the side of it?
Sorry?
Has it got buttons and stuff on the side of it?
It's got a couple of buttons.
What colours are they? Or they have symbols on them?
They're just grey buttons. And they're actually grey buttons for FO's
Reference.
benefit.
Give me the detector.
Alright, I'll hand it over to the equipment guy.
Okay.
This is internal security. The device suddenly starts speaking. You have been assigned a secret mission. Do not release your grip on this device or it will explode.
Okay.
Alright, well,
So can I?
Try moving it around and see if the beep pattern changes.
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay, can we head in the direction where it was beeping stronger? Or faster?
Yeah, you can. It heads through, well, a place where they've got these really, really thick. It really seems like really, really thick. Lots and lots of these brown things with green bits on them.
Now who's
He's
holding
through the middle of one of
detector?
those.
Who's holding the detector?
Well,
God.
I really
Def.
hope Defo still is.
Oh, I'm still on it. I thought you were suggesting that it refused to explode if he gave it to me.
No, it said that as soon as you gripped it.
Right. Okay, so I'm holding it.
I asked him if he'd like me to tape his hand to help him maintain his grip.
Sure, why not?
Okay. I use up a roll of tape doing that.
Okay, your hand is now taped to the detector.
Excellent. So we're heading still in the direction of the beeps.
Yes, you're heading in the direction of the beeps. Right, give me a moment. Okay. The recorder makes no more noises as you continue walking on. You can make out faint light in the distance. And the sky appears to be not quite as black as it once was.
What colour is the sky now?
Still
Grey.
black, but not quite as black.
Hmm.
Almost a very, very, very dark blue.
Where are we now?
You're somewhere.
Are there little yellow dots still in the sky?
Most of them are, yes.
Well, we're gonna head towards the light, I guess, if that's in the direction that we were heading anyway.
Okay. There's lots and lots of these fallen brown things in the way.
Are you saying that it's impassable in that direction?
Hold that thought. I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm just saying hold that thought. Right. What is the order of marching order at the moment?
I guess I'm leading with the detector taped to my hands.
Okay.
That's it.
I meant to say that I was going to walk a little bit in front earlier so that I could at least pretend I was the leader, but I never said that, so I guess I'm somewhere in the middle.
Okay. And leaving Gordon to take up the rear.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Defo falls through the floor. And it's a bit mean, but you broke your leg.
Yay!
You're still holding the recorder, I hope.
It's taped to me, I can't lose it.
Hole?
Hmm?
Did I see him fall in the hole?
Yes, you did.
Well, then I'll make an agility check to not fall in the hole.
Okay.
Can I walk up to the hole and look in?
Well, first of all, Computo falls in the hole because he failed the check. He wasn't going to fall in now, but since he's asked for the check, he can fall in.
Well, it's only fair.
Can I walk up to the edge and look in?
Yes, you see 10 feet down your two Troubleshooters companions.
I'm gonna look up in his direction and go, I'm not dead!
You hear something about him being dead.
I have some. Can I lower some assorted lengths of wire into the pit to try and make him grab hold?
Surprisingly, you have a 10-foot piece of wire, so sure. You spend a bit of time fumbling about for it, but you find it.
Can I grab the other end of the wire then?
Yeah, you can.
Can I?
Okay, can I
Hey, what about me?
can I tie it around Computo's ankle?
Sure, I guess so.
Right? And then grab onto Computo with my spare arm, hand, thing.
I'm gonna attempt to pull on the wire to lift him out.
Okay.
I hope you're strong.
Well, I'll say you're able to pull them up. However, you have now wrecked one of Computo's boots.
Well, it matches his one glove then.
I asked for a spare boot. Someone should have one, whoever's wearing the metal boots.
Those are the boots that I gave to Gordon.
Alright, well,
We had to take his boots off to put those on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
alright,
asked if I could have one of his boots then.
could I take off one of the metal boots, give that to him, stick on one of my normal boots, so we're both wearing one each?
You could do.
And I suppose I'll do that.
Okay. So, what are you doing now? You've fallen down the pit.
We've not fallen down the pit, you just said he pulled us out.
Oh no.
Yeah,
But
but I
after
mean,
falling
now
down-
that...
Yeah. Now that's done, what are you doing?
I'm going to drink my last can of B3.
Very well. Seems like a very good action for this time. Speaking of time, your PDC is blinking that it's now 04:15. Your
time
mission,
goes fast.
such as it is, has lasted for 6 hours now.
Can I see anything?
Well, actually, the light's getting slightly better. You can make out a clearing just beyond the brown things.
There's a massive hole right in front of the brown things.
Hmm?
But there's a massive hole in front of the brown things, isn't there?
Yeah, on the trail you're on, there's a massive hole, but beyond that hole, you can see there's a clearing in front of you.
Well,
I head towards the clearing,
Hang on.
around the hole.
hang on guys, I need you to help me because my leg is broken.
I've got an idea. Let's blow up the inflatable raft, grease the bottom with boot polish, and then slide him along.
That's
Did
such
you
a
actually
genius,
buy
but I
that?
give you a perversity point.
I didn't think you'd actually buy the inflatable raft.
He did.
We had the inflatable raft.
It's this things he's bought.
Yeah.
250 credits worth, in fact, of inflatable raft, which is now covered in boot polish and sliding through mud.
Well, actually, it's not inflated.
So can we inflate it? And,
How would you propose to do this?
can anyone blow really, really hard?
Oh, I'm so tempted to say that if you say blow it up, I'm shoot it with my laser pistol.
I was waiting for that one, but
I'm gonna make the excuse that I have very small lungs.
Well,
That sounds like a mutation, Gordon.
No, I can't brew hard then.
okay.
I'm going to refuse to even make a joke about that one.
Yeah. Moving on. It takes you a agonizingly long time, but eventually you're able to blow up the raft without
then,
using a laser rifle.
then I grease the bottom with my which boot did I lose?
Which one did he lose?
I don't know, you never said, did you?
We never specified, we just said an ankle. So.
I just said a boot, but...
So which one was it? The left boot or the right boot?
I'll say right.
Okay, well then I use my right boot polish to grease the bottom of the life raft,
Okay.
and we put a def O on there and begin pushing.
Pushing.
I think you might be wise at tying some
Okay,
of the
no,
wire to the
pushing
front
is
and
pushing has been
towing.
chosen.
I don't think do we have anything we can even tie on there? I don't.
Some more lengths of wire.
Well, it would have been nice of you to suggest that.
They are just literally lengths of wire. But then again, you start pushing the inflatable raft through the through the forest into the clearing. You arrive in a reasonably well cut area. The grey stuff on the floor is quite trimmed here. You can see in the distance there's a small flag.
What's the
on the
flag look
flag?
like?
It's just a pole sticking out of the ground with a small triangular red thing on it.
There's no symbol or anything?
No symbol that you can see, no. The beeping from the thing seems to indicate that whatever you're searching for is over near there.
I
Can
head closer to inspect the flag.
I draw out my laser pistol and cautiously approach.
Okay.
I'm going to stick the orange barrel onto my laser pistol body.
Okay. As you approach, you notice that there's a area of water behind the flag, which extends about as far as you can see, actually, and that there's a small brown thing holding a white object in its hand, apparently chewing on it. Upon spotting you, it runs off. The beeping suddenly gets quieter.
Can I shoot at the thing that's running away?
You can do. I'll just finish explaining where you are. Pretty much, the flag appears to be in some sort of small hole in the ground. The area here is even thinner cut than the area you were just in. I mean, almost a slightly lighter grey appearance.
Wait, let me check my.
But yes, you're going to shoot at the thing running away.
Yes.
Okay. You miss it. It runs up into one of the brown things.
Can I shoot at the brown thing it ran up to?
You can do. Anyone else want to do anything?
Can we try to use the raft to sail across the river? I've played the Alpha Complex Trail video game, so that should give me an advantage in sailing across the river.
Okay. So as the Defo is still shooting at the tree and the thing that ran up it. You are pushing the raft into the water.
Is this raft even inflated yet?
Oh yeah, it is. Gordon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go up to where the flag is.
Yep.
And I'll just check my stuff. Alright, well, I'm going to go up to Computer is pushing the raft and say that he looks hungry. Would he like my chocolate chip cookie?
Oh, I guess in a moment. You are now adrift, you two.
Anyone else want to dive into the boat before the raft before we completely sail away?
Yeah, sorry. Gordon, what did you say you were doing? Sorry.
I was going to, because he looked tired from pushing the raft, I was going to offer him my chocolate chip cookie.
Well, as he does that, he pushes it away and he's now in the water with the raft and trying to sail and say, "Press your entry, he does nothing." Meanwhile, your cookie appears twice as big as you remember it. Also appears considerably stickier.
Can I put it in Computer's pocket?
Well, he's in the ocean. He's in the river at the moment, or the lake.
If you wanted to try diving into the raft,
is it stuck to my hand? Okay,
It's a bit sticky, but not quite stuck to your hand yet.
Alright, can I pull it off, throw it in the water?
Okay. Bloop. The cookie goes into the water. Meanwhile, the raft is drifting away from you.
Can I go up to the side of the raft and grab hold of it, stop it from going away?
It's a bit far away from that now.
Oh.
Arr, me hearties.
So, what's Defo doing still? He's just still trying to shoot
Well, he's got one leg, and he's really just... He's had a couple of shots at a brown thing. The second one did hit, but didn't do a lot.
Can I get any idea of what the white thing is he's holding?
So?
The big brown thing that ran away.
You saw it. It was a small circular object with sort of a green ring around it.
grey ring.
Yeah, to him, green ring.
Alright. Could I use my sword lengths of wire, like a whip, to
No,
hook it around the thing?
I'm not going to allow that one. It was ridiculous enough when you had 10 foot long of it.
Assorted lengths of wire, the Swiss Army knife of RPGs.
Apparently so. I'm not going to discount it now, though.
Alright,
But after all, we don't want a game of Paranoia to get silly.
No, of course not.
Just wait till the traffic cones start mugging people.
No, vicious gangs of keep left signs.
What about the old grannies?
No, nobody lives long enough to be old grannies in Paranoia.
so the monkey could, the brown thing, could have our object, or it could be elsewhere.
Well, you remember it beeping when or getting lighter beeps when it ran away?
Alright. How far away is he from the shore?
Well, he's quite close to it, really. He's on a tree next to the lake, as it were.
Can I use my spare hand to try and paddle the boat back towards the shore?
You can have a go at it. All you've managed to do, really, is spin it round. He's still drifting away.
Whee!
Spinning round very slowly, not that fast. There's a slight bubbling in the water now.
Well, as being... Wait, am I the only one on the shore, basically?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so unless you want to try and jump into the boat, I guess you'll just stand there and watch us float away.
You know what,
No,
this
I'm
stage, guys, the only way we're going to live any longer is if we just decide to live in the wilderness outside.
Can I shoot the
Well, you
boat?
say that, but then a brown tentacle thing flails about near the boat, causing a huge
Right, can I
splash next to you.
Can I shoot into the water?
You could if you had your laser drawn at that point, which you didn't
About-
say you had. You see this happening, though.
Yeah, I drew it, and then approached cautiously to the area.
Okay, I'll let you have that. But anyway, you see the splash and it goes away. It's right next to the boat and causes it to spin even faster.
We?
There's another
So-
splash next to you, and more bubbling coming up from just in front of you, where the raft is heading.
Alright, I'm gonna spray into the water.
I
Alright.
suppose I'll try and actually ready my laser pistol.
Okay. Two chocolate chip tentacles grab the raft and pull it down.
Blob.
Since you're both descendants of Alpha Complex, neither of you are really that proficient at swimming. That said, you're underwater and you see a giant blob monster made of chocolate chip cookie.
I've also got a broken leg, so even if I could swim, I can't swim.
Yes, exactly. It's right in front of you.
I
You each
begin-
have one action.
I begin swimming towards the monster and attempt to take a bite out of it.
Okay.
Oh, what to do.
I'm going to move up to the side of the river, but keeping a safe distance and seeing if I can catch anyone put a hand up.
Okay.
Can I... This is not going to work, but can I untape the detector and throw it at the cookie monster? Or shove it in direction of the cookie monster since we're underwater and I can't throw?
You know what? That's suitably clever.
Oh.
Let's see if it works.
Now remember, I'm in front of the monster, so if the monster dies, I'll probably die too.
Yeah.
Well, upon letting go of the device, it suddenly you hear very faint. Bloop, 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 bloop. Gordon, you'll know. The lake suddenly moves upwards. All of it.
I'm gonna run
If there
inland.
was something in the lake, it is now definitely 50 foot in the air. The water comes splashing down on you, along with a load of bits of chocolate chip cookie. And bits of meat as well.
Alright, so I'm left alone now, basically.
Yes, you are. By the way, the brown thing from earlier appears to have dropped the white thing and has scurried off at the noise. You now see it land on next to one of the brown things.
So since all the water's blown out of the river, I assume you could just cross.
The water now starts raining down on you. But only for a
I'm
brief
gonna-
amount of time.
He
I'm gonna
doesn't.
walk.
He doesn't need to cross the river because the white thing is next to the tree.
I'm gonna go over and pick up the white object.
The white thing appears to spin the green bit of the green ring around the white thing starts spinning violently. You then receive a message on your PDC.
Go read it.
Excellent. You have located the device. Perfect. Now place it as close as possible to the flag. Drop it there. And get back here before anyone notices. That is all. Closer to the flag, the better.
Who sent the message?
It's down as Greg U. The message, the message then removes itself from your PDC.
What happened to my equipment? Did it rain down from the sky, or was it just vaporized by the explosion?
It pretty much was vaporized. And part of the reason why you had additional equipment, you're about to find out. But in any case, so we'll stick with Gordon O. What are you going to do with this thing now?
Alright, I'm going to ignore the order,
And
What?
and I'm going to start heading away from the flag.
okay, what are you doing with the ball though?
Well, I'm carrying it with me.
Okay. Your PDC goes off. It is 0600. You now hear a sudden beeping from your boot. Command word triggered. 0600. Rocket boots engaging.
He's now got one rocket boot.
Yes, he does. You have one action before your rocket boot goes off.
I guess
Might I
I can't
suggest
pull it off.
I suggest you
I would
start
s-
singing Rocket Man.
I suggest you stand on one leg and begin flapping your arms.
Although both of us are apparently dead, therefore you can't do anything.
So what's
Uh,
your actual action?
I'm gonna
So-
get
so
my
the boot's completely attached to your foot.
laser bow and shoot off the lower part of my leg, which the shoe is attached to.
Okay.
So before you bleed out, what are you
Your
going to do?
laser
with,
pistol fizzles.
Oh wait,
There's a slight.
Right,
You
anyway.
now remember a slight warning from energy weapons training: do not submerge in water. As this sword attaches itself to you, you suddenly go. You drop the ball in this action almost immediately.
What does it roll?
I'm going to get to that in a moment. Basically, now you are seeing everything spreading out in front of you. You now see an entire dome spreading out. You can now see the entirety of Alpha Complex. However, it does occur to you that you're going quite high. In fact, you're going very high. You might want to stop this anytime soon. You have one action to see if you can do something about this.
I'm gonna use my mutant power.
Okay? Your mutant power is successful.
So what happens?
Well, you know what happened to the Space Corps from Portal 2.
Yeah.
You just netted.
I'm in space!
Want to go Earth? Want to go Earth? Earth. Well, mind you don't hear any of this, of course, because space is a vacuum, and you happen to spread yourself out quite thin. Your reboot, however, is still working.
Should I be dead already?
Yes, you are dead.
Or, no, you can survive up to about 10 seconds in space.
True, but since you can't activate the command word to shut off the boot, and he can't activate his power again, both your remaining actions list is quite slim.
Alright, I'm gonna. Alright.
Explode
that would-
violently.
Oh, I was gonna light one of my. I was gonna light one of my cigarettes before I died, but then I realised
You're in space and fire
yeah.
doesn't work without
There's
oxygen.
no oxygen.
Yep.
I'm gonna sip my B3 Classic.
Which would be frozen because you're in space.
Yeah.
And also go everywhere as opposed to where you want it to.
Yes. Wait. Alright, I'm going to get out the red gold tube.
Yep.
And it's a tube with two tubes attached to the other end, right?
Yes.
I'm going to blow into it.
Well, for reference sake, it was a Christmas cracker, but no, it doesn't do anything.
I now have a vision of a man cartwheeling through space with rocket boots blowing into a Christmas cracker.
Yep.
Was
Okay,
the
back
what
on
happens to
Earth
the
with, back on Earth with Compute O and Defo. Would either of you like to register your new mutant powers?
yes?
No.
Well, unfortunately, you're going to have to register your mutant power later. Because you're currently outside the Alpha Complex.
So do I know what my mutant power is?
Yep, I will tell you. I just went, you can't register it yet.
Oh well, thanks, because I obviously would have died right away because I'm guessing it's.
Well, saving a minor miracle, or rather a rather major miracle, we're dead anyway, because it's 0600.
So what happened to the white spherical thing?
Well, you emerge from the clone tanks. You have no equipment and no clothes.
Can I see anything hurtling down from outer space?
No, you see something hurtling up towards outer space. No idea what it is. You didn't see another thing going sideways. Then, a small white object drops in front of you, rolls towards the crawler, and stops there.
Hello?
Yeah?
Do I have any do I see any branches lying on the ground? Not that I'd know what those are.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you say?
Can I find any? Do I see any long, thin, brown objects?
Not really. There's a few around, but most of them are a way away. You can see the entrance to the complex from here.
So,
Bing, bing. Your PDC
Do I-
both go off. Good
Oh.
day, cycle, everyone. It's your 6 a.m. wake-up call.
so I don't have any sort of like. Let me see.
We don't have any sort of anything.
No,
So
you
I
have
don't have
no-
like any sort of stick at all.
Not unless you want to go and retrieve your equipment, which is scattered all over the place over there. You have no equipment. That's why you had to buy, if you will note in your possible purchasing equipment list, Troubleshooter accessory pack.
So is there a when the
You were
when the
naked
car
outside
fell
of our
apart? Was
complex.
there when the car fell apart? Did any pipes or anything fall off of it?
Sorry?
The car didn't
said,
fall
like,
apart.
the-
We only broke the wheel.
You said the
Yeah.
axle fell off.
The front axle fell off. You broke the wheel. Other than that, everything's intact as far as you can tell.
How big a section of the axle broke off?
Sorry?
How big a section of the axle broke off?
The entire axle fell off.
Oh.
Good now. And good now.
Yeah.
Would you like to
I
register your
suppose
name?
I'll head over to the closest stick or branch or whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
No, I'm not going to register my power.
Okay, no worries. I'll just send you yours. Okay, you find the
Okay.
stick.
I go back to the white object and I try to whack it in the direction of the red flag.
Okay. Upon whacking it, you then hear a load of sirens coming from back in Alpha Complex. The ball shoots off at about 400 miles an hour.
So did I make it?
Well, you don't know. You can't see the flag from there, really. You just know which direction it is.
4.
But you then notice some cigar-shaped objects emanating from the top of Alpha Complex and heading towards you. No, wait, they seem to be veering off course. In fact, they're heading towards where the ball ended up.
I run back inside and hope the nuclear explosion hasn't hurt me too badly.
And what did the other two do?
Um,
Well, I've no equipment the same as them, right?
Yep, no equipment. Falls
no,
in
you're
space.
just floating through space. You're not even going to get it back. And you tried.
So now I've got one clone left, right?
Yeah, you and Gordon are on your last clones.
Okay.
I just got
I
right saying.
Sorry?
I'm going to try and get back in the crawler. And... Questions now on what to do.
Boop, boop. Your messages, all three of your PDCs goes off. Urgent call from the computer.
Okay, I may as well answer the call.
Citizens,
Hail, friend
Yes.
computer.
please explain why you're all late for your wakey pills. Please explain why you are not registered as being in the Alpha Complex.
I'm going to draw a smiley face on my orange and hold it up in front of the camera of my PDC.
You don't have an orange.
Yeah,
You have nothing.
sorry, I have nothing. Damn it. If only.
If only. Well, citizens,
Can I explain the mission?
what mission would this be, citizen?
The mission was sent on by the infrared citizen. Not infrared, ultraviolet citizen.
I have no record of it, you being on any troubleshooting missions.
Sorry, I had my mic muted. I meant to ask, can we see any citizens around us?
No, it's you three in the middle of the wilderness of outdoors.
What's happened about the explosion then?
Well, nothing really. The explosion happened way away.
I'm just going to look at
Am
my
I going to take
PDC.
your silence as acts of treason?
I'm just going to look at my PDC with a pained expression.
You will explain,
Uh,
or you will be considered traitors to the Alpha Complex. I have a number of trans...
it was a secret mission we were sent on.
Nothing
Well,
secret
right.
from the friend computer.
Nothing is exactly. Nothing is secret from friend computer. Keeping secrets from friend computer is treason. You will report for immediate termination.
Hang on. If I have no equipment and everything blew up, how do I have a PDC for friend computer to
Yeah.
call me on?
Unfortunately, I did count for this one. There is a monitor on the crawler.
So I go into the building to report for termination. But as I'm going towards termination,
No, Gordon has got to report for termination.
what about
I'll
me?
go. Yeah, you two are still fine. Alright, I'm going to run off into the forest, where I'm never seen again.
You're going to run into the forest. Are you going to let him escape, a traitor to Alpha Complex?
Can I still see him?
Yeah, he's running out.
Where was all the bats inside our vehicle?
They're not there anymore.
What is
And they're
he?
not necessarily bats.
Where is he exactly? Is he in the?
He's just
Yeah.
running towards the forest where the explosion happened.
So he's outside the vehicle.
Nice try catching me with no weapons.
One of you has a stick.
I throw the stick at him as hard as I can.
Well, didn't work.
Does the crawler have a self-destruct mechanism?
None that you can see.
I'm sure you'll find it if you just start hitting every button.
Nah, too random.
You have allowed a traitor to Alpha Complex to escape. But do not be alarmed. We are sending out armed forces to scourge the area immediately.
I run back inside Alpha Complex.
Okay?
Yeah,
Return to Alpha Complex immediately for debriefing.
I'm going to return as well. Oh, that's the point. I need to change my clone count. Do. I need to change my clone count, don't I?
Mhm.
Right. Well, I guess he's vanished into the forest, and we're heading back to Alpha Complex.
Yep.
I find the little brown creatures again, and start living with them.
Okay.
I hope you're conversant in Ook.
No worries.
Wait. I thought it was a squirrel, but...
Well, I had it down as a squirrel, but I never explained it properly, so therefore it can be a monkey if it wants.
I would have thought it was a monkey.
Okay.
Well,
I hope
So,
it's a...
You
I say
then
monkey just so we
you
can
return
meet
to your
Gordon of the
complexes
Eight.
where you are given all of your mandatory, your standard equipment again, including new jumpsuits, new PDCs, etc., etc.
Right.
So,
On the vid screen, you find out that High Programmer Greg Yu has won some classified event against arch rival Bob Yu.
I just realised something went incredibly wrong earlier. Somehow I mistook the letter U for the letter Y, and I thought it was from Yellow Cleared Citizen.
You.
I thought it was a Yellow Cleared Citizen, so he wasn't supposed to know about the mission, so I ignored him.
Oh dear. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't have stopped you being blasted off into space.
So, I'm on my last clone, right?
Well, about that.
No, I'm on my last clone now. Remember, because I died in the...
Yes, you are on your last clone.
So
So, let's just review a few things here.
instead of heading towards the debriefing room, I'm going to head towards the cafeteria.
Well, it doesn't matter, there isn't a debriefing room, there wasn't a mission. All that happens is that Defo receives multiple notifications that he failed.
No.
You in fact failed all three of them. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, half failed the first one, I guess. Because I was waiting for
Yes.
something, yeah.
You definitely failed the first one. You definitely failed the third one. And careful note of what operation number you've got written down there.
Yeah.
It's Operation 5 Iron, your mission.
Yeah.
You did fail. Operation 6 Iron was a complete success.
Wait, our mission failed. So I assume wherever he punted the whatever it was that it was targeting was wrong.
Well, to be fair, only one of you actually knew there was a difference between Operation 5 Iron and Operation 6 Iron.
I knew there was a difference, I just didn't see any reference whatsoever to Operation 6 Iron.
Nope.
I just assumed Operation 6 Iron was one of those things where we couldn't actually do anything about it, and we'd lose
I
like
can
last
explain it a
time.
bit afterwards. But let's see.
Yeah, I thought with Operation
Arsenio
6...
failed the first one. Didn't get a chance to do the second one, really. And that failed as well, actually.
So it didn't get destroyed?
Actually, no, you did succeed in that. Sorry, I read that wrong.
Yay.
Yeah, so you did succeed in that one. For Gorno, your mission didn't really come up because you didn't examine the thing enough or even ask about it. But actually, the Armed Forces thing, well, I suppose technically you were successful in that, the Armed Forces one.
But what I thought, why I didn't leave the thing, you just said there's relation between the two level. I just thought that my mission was to go get the object, take it back inside Alpha Complex, and then fire the rockets, not fire the rockets at it.
Well, no, you see, what essentially the whole story behind this campaign was that
Well, wait,
two
before
high
you're done,
programs
could
were
I,
playing hypergolf. And it got to the end of the day, and one of the high programs lost his ball. which would have meant would have lost a game. So therefore, he needs to send a troubleshooter team out to find the ball and put it somewhere convenient for him to win. Simultaneously, and by accident and manipulation of the other high programmer though, his ball was selected as the target of Operation 6 Iron, which was testing the new targeting systems of Alpha Complex long-range missiles. Ergo, you were helping him cheat. And eventually missiles would have come and blown you up.
Do I have time to perform one last action?
You probably do have time to perform one last action. What would you like to perform?
Do I know where any sort of meeting room is where most of the people gather together?
Cafeteria.
Okay, well I go to the cafeteria and what's my mutant power?
You registered it, didn't you?
Yes, he did.
No, I didn't. I haven't registered it yet, and I just checked. I realized what it is. But anyway, once I get to the cafeteria, my character has lost all will to live now that he has experienced bliss for the first time and knows he will never relive that feeling. So before I off myself, I give a rousing speech about communism using my communist propaganda skill, and then shoot myself with my laser rifle.
Pistol whip. Okay.
So, 2 characters are gone.
You know what? The crowd is so impressed by the speech, but before you actually had a chance to shoot yourself, they herald you as a hero. Sorry, I rolled a nat 1. However, the Vulture Squad then come in and obliterate everybody.
So, well, you took everybody with you, at least.
A load of junior citizens are then given your name as an example of communist traitorism at its highest.
Okay, well I just wanted